What's up everyone, Brett here. Just thought I'd do a short video overview of drifters. Two different types. As you can see, I've got four different vehicles here. Supra, AE86, HT2000, and then a Toyota Hilux. They're all on different chassis. Let's take a look at them. First one's going to be the Hilux. This is on a Street Jam all-wheel drive chassis. Older setup. It is currently just a roller with a servo and the radio in it still. But it is belt drive. It's got the hard plastic tires. These are actually ones I'll run for outside. Shocks I have on here have a fairly decent rate spring on it, not too hard, not too soft. And I believe I'm only running like a 10 weight fluid in this one. It is a solid pan chassis, plastic composite, like normal. This one is actually getting kind of hard to find some parts for. So, I don't run this much. It's mainly just the looker. But I will run it once in a while inside my house here. Now we'll get into the AE86. This is an older setup as well. I get this from a friend of mine here in town. He actually has won competitions with this body back in California a couple different times. I modified it a little bit, wrapped the hood, put the other bike on there. Nothing too extreme on that. Just a cool looking body. But the chassis on this one is a Sakura D3. Again, it is all-wheel drive. It is belt drive. Mid-mount servo. Front engine. Whereas the Street Jam is more of a front mid-engine. This one, fairly soft shocks and springs on it. I do have magnetic body mounts. I've also got Velcro on it. I do a mix of it, depending on how it's set up. This has been clearanced a little bit to let the arms move a little more freely. It's just a fun little piece. Again, it's one I don't run too much. It is an older setup, but it is a fun deal. It can still handle pretty good. Now we'll get into rear-wheel drive. This is my Supra. It's on a actual knockoff chassis based on a Sakura D4. Again, magnet mounts. I do have light buckets in most of these. I don't have lights going in them right now though. A little bit of a different setup on this. Got the gyro, got the servo sitting sideways. I got a slide rack in the front, ESC motor. Do have a diffuser on the back, which, believe it or not, that'll make a big difference in the way this thing handles. Just those few grams can make a world of difference. And also the body you run makes a big difference in the way things handle. Like I said, this is a knockoff chassis. This is the one you can find on Amazon for about 170, 180 bucks. It has a dual front shock setup, whereas the original Sakura D4 Black Edition or any of the other rear-wheel drive chassis for that are a monoshock in the front that goes across the front. I have one of those also, didn't feel like pulling it out. This one to me actually handles better because it does have the dual front shocks. This is actually the D4 original monoshock style. Was my first kit build for a drift chassis. It's a pain to tune the D4s, not gonna lie. This one though handles a lot better. Looks a little better. It matches along with the paint scheme and all. But that's the D4. A quick little tech tip, help out bit. Good way to store your tires and wheels. An old Pringles can. The regular size cans will hold 2 sets of tires and wheels. And now on to my highest dollar chassis I have. This is an RMX 2.0S. It is the kit version. It's made by MST. I did buy this chassis completed. I didn't build it. I have done the body that's on it, and I've done a few little things here and there to make it handle better for myself, because everyone drives different. Everyone's setup isn't the same. They can be close, but they might not be the same. Let's see this thing here. Again, do have light buckets on it, mix of Velcro and magnets. It's a way I like to put them on. I know it stays secure. And here's this beast. It has the optional purple accents from MST, turnbuckles, bumper, body mount. I do have the rear body mount. It doesn't work with this body. Got the fan for the motor. This is a high mount setup. Normally the motor will go down in here. My battery leads. Battery box is set up for a short style battery. Servo, receiver, gyro. ESC mount on the back on the diffuser. Makes a big difference. This, I do have a nice setup in it. Does move very nice, very free. It is extremely clean. I've only run this thing outside one time. That was yesterday, actually. But with the gyro, I've found myself it works better for me up towards the front. Guys will put it towards the middle, down low, behind. Again, a lot has to do with personal driving style. Do you all run a hard plastic tire? These on here are the DS Racing Quad F CS compound tires. There are so many different compounds of drift tires and different makers that have different compounds. They aren't all the same. It makes a big difference in the way the car handles as well on a given surface. If you want something for outside on hard concrete, asphalt, like what I have on the truck, those are HPI. Those work real good. These DS Racing are better on carpet, this compound. I do have some Yokomo DRCs also, which are good for tile and carpet. Ones are on the AE. Those are just a hard eBay / Amazon style tire, and they're good for just beating on outside. But again, just a short little overview on different drifters. Have a good one all.